Kia ora, everyone. Welcome to this episode of the OB, the older brother. And this is Caesar. Um, Everything started some episodes before with a meditation practice. I used to practice meditation pretty much every day, Monday to Friday in the mornings before starting my job. And I've been doing this for a long time, and I start to feel like many changes in my life, in my patterns, in my behavior, and I feel the quality of my life is improving. So I want to share these things with you, and also at the same time documenting this process of evolution related with the practice of meditation, but also to different practices related to how to improve the quality of our lives. Today, we're going to talk about attention and awareness. Because have you ever feel like you can focus even when nothing is happening? And have you ever experienced that your mind is busy, but you are not moving forward? Or probably you feel like you want to improve your life, but something is missing, you know? And probably this is not just a discipline problem. It gets some relation with the need of bring the attention back, bring the awareness back. And everything start because, or this episode start, and this idea for because my meditation practice, but also because watching a video on YouTube, um, I got like a sentence, a part of the video that really gets my attention. And basically, the the person was saying that as we individuals, we clear the old patterns and we rewire our inner world, then creation becomes intentional. Then relationships become present. And at the end, our societies, our communities um, begins to recognize, um, like higher levels of awareness. So claiming back our attention, we generate some awareness, we change our world, we become intentionals, we become present in our relationships, but also present in our communities and societies. And we generate a cycle of change that benefits us as a person, but as a people, but also as a community. So that's very, very important, not just to think in the dimension of the person, but also to think in the social dimension. And we can see that attention is like a tool, and awareness is an state. So basically, what is attention? And this is the starting point. Attention is where your mind is right now. Attention is what you are focused or focusing on right now. And we have some examples that you can be um, having the attention in this video, or you can have the attention on your phone. You can have your attention in your thoughts, maybe in your breath, maybe in a problem or maybe what's what's gonna happen tomorrow. But what usually happen is that most of people, they don't have control of their attention, and attention control, they can control the attention. So that's kind of a problem when we don't have um, a trained attention, when our attention is not trained. So we usually just jump from one thought to another. We react automatically, and we have the sensation of feeling busy but unclear. Like, it happens to me sometimes, and before used to happen even more, that I was just living in automatic pilot. I was, like doing at the same time, driving, thinking, worrying about something, uh, trying to see what's going on in my phone. And well, I've seen many people in the same pattern. But the good thing is that we can train our attention, and meditation is a tool that can help us to recover and bring back our attention. This is where our practice comes in. So very much when you practice meditations, or when you have this practice, you choose one anchor. Could be like you are breathing consciously, you feel your body, so you are focused on your body, or you are focusing your spine. So pretty much when you are focused on those things, you are generating an anchor for your attention. So you are bringing back your attention to you. And sometimes when you practice meditation, especially at the beginning, you can feel that your mind goes away. And then you have to bring it back, and goes away. You bring it back through your anchors, by being conscious of your breath, your body, your spine. And you repeat that cycle again and again, especially at the beginning. So when you bring back your attention in the meditation practice, this is a way to build the ability to notice where your attention is. So if you are practicing meditation and suddenly you were breathing and through your spine, and you were focused on your body, but suddenly you realize that you are having a thought about what's happening tomorrow or what happened yesterday. So you have the ability to notice where your attention is, and then you bring it back. So you are training your attention, you are training yourself to notice where your attention is and how to bring it back. So that's a very powerful tool, even if it sounds very simple. It's something that helps in real life. And like there is a shift in this moment, and this is like a key moment, because at some point you feel like something changed. So you you don't just focus, you start to notice that you are focusing. And it happens when before your mind just say like, I'm thinking, or you realize you were thinking. And then after, you notice that you are thinking. So in the first state, you are living and thinking in automatic pilot. But then you realize, okay, I'm thinking, and I'm thinking this, and I want to think this other thing. So you become aware. That's when the awareness is beginning. Awareness is noticing that, or noticing your experience while it is happening. And awareness is a new state. When awareness grows, you see your thoughts. So you are not just your thoughts, but you are conscious, and you see your thoughts. In meditation, sometimes you see your thoughts as uh, clouds in the sky that are just moving, and you don't identify yourself with those thoughts. You just see those thoughts. Then probably you notice your attention, your emotions, and you feel your emotions. It happens to me, and it's like a very nice experience in real life when you notice your emotions and you can control your reactions. Then you have the opportunity to have better responses, better behavior, to think with the strategy, and just don't be like reacting after reacting and then regretting of many things. In a state of awareness, you notice your emotions, you process your emotions, and you can react in the best way. And yeah, basically, you observe your reactions as well, and you are not trapping them anymore. So it brings like a practical result, and this is why in real life you choose A instead of choosing B, and you start to make better decisions. And it is because when you are aware, you create an space in between the stimulus and the reaction. So before, you probably, as an example, were feeling stress and you react immediately under that stress, so your reaction is not the best. But when you become aware, you notice that stress, and then you choose how to react. Then it's not stress controlling you, you are controlling the situation. Like simple thinking life. Yeah. I used to go driving and something happened on the road. Another driver was probably making a mistake, and I would just start to feel like quite stressed, and angry and reacting and keeping that emotion with me. And now I'm more conscious of those kind of situations, and I understand what's happening. And then I just facilitate the things for the other driver to, take care of it as well. So it's like better quality reactions. Same in my relationships with friends, with my partner, with everything, with my family. Like I feel like reacting better situations. So meditation is a very nice tool to bring your attention back and to create a state of awareness that impacts your real life. It's not just something that happened internally and you keep that like introvert, like an introvert person. It's something that you can transform into a practice that benefits everyone that is around you, which is very nice. So when you start to claim back attention, generate awareness, you generate a cycle, like a loop that keeps growing. So the more you practice, then you train more your attention, you increase more your awareness, you make better decisions, your life improves, and then you become more aware, and it repeats, like creating a bigger state. So every time your life improve even more. um, I want to probably have or talk, share with you my experience in meditation, which I think is quite important. So what I usually do is I have a routine. So in the morning, I wake up, I take care of myself, like have a shower, brush my teeth, do all these kind of things, drink a glass of water, and then I go in one space, especially for meditation that I have at home, and I sit there uh, using a yoga mat and a cushion and probably a very light blanket, and I just sit in meditation position, very comfy, and then I start to breathe through my spine, like from the bottom of my spine to the top of my head, and going through the different energy centers of my body. And then I start to feel very calm, and I probably practice an inclination just to stretch a little bit my spine, come back, breathe again through my spine, and I feel very calm. I enter like in a very quiet moment, and I start to observe what is happening inside, how my body is, how my organs are, and I start to focus my attention on the top of my head and just be there for a few moments. Even some thoughts come, but uh, I just try to keep my attention in my breathing and my body, not necessarily in my mind, if you can imagine that. And at the end, I noticed that way to practice the meditation, and I have a video explaining the technique. I'm leaving the video in the description of this one, so you can go there and see what's the practice I do every day, step by step. It's a guide meditation. Then I generate a cycle where I claim back my attention. I'm feeling awareness, and I feel my life is better right now. So that's why I'm sharing this information with you. And I would like to know also if you have some experience with meditation, if you have been feeling some similar things, like just comment on this video and we can share some information, some knowledge. If probably you have no experience with meditation, just go to the video, or yeah, just if you are curious, try to practice any sort of meditation and bring your attention back, because it's a way to recover the independency for our lives. It's like claiming some more power for us, which is like a very powerful tool for us. Um, so yeah, I just want to say as well that meditation is not just about stopping thoughts. It's about to learning, or it's about learning how to see them. When you train your attention, you wake up to your own life. Is basically what's happening, because you are conscious and aware of every different states, and you are not just going around without being conscious and unlocking some of the very good characteristics of your mind. Um, so very much, Attention can be where you look. Awareness is realizing that you are looking. It's another way to say what we're trying to explain here. And basically, um, I've been very conscious about the process of my life right now. In my case, I've been working in new projects, trying to manage in a best way my finances, and at the same time trying to build a better life. So I'm in that process. And when you are working, when you are building something new, when you are trying to improve, you need your attention, you need your awareness to make better decisions, to create better things, to be conscious of the state you are, to be conscious about what you really want, and to be conscious of the part of the process where you are, just to navigate in a better way that path that you choose, that you have been uh, selecting. So um, before, in this process of building new things and trying to improve my life, what was happening is that I was like thinking about money, thinking about the future, thinking about the tasks that I had to perform. And sometimes, I realized I was also over checking my phone, like sometimes even losing time in that process. And I was feeling like busy all the time, but not progressing. So when you are like super busy, but you're not fully present, like, and we need to be fully present to improve our lives, to perform in a better way. So pretty much the the real insight of this video, of the core of this video is to explain that it's not just about discipline. It's not about just um, consistency is very important, but attention is one of the most important things when you want to improve your life, when you are in a certain moment in your life, when you feel that you need to improve and do the things better. Attention is key. And well, it's because if you don't guide your attention, something else will guide your attention. So it's better that you control your attention and not different people is controlling your attention, not certain devices, not your bad habits, not your random thoughts. Like, they can control your attention, but it's better when you control the attention, when you leave that autopilot mode. And sometimes you just wake up, check the phone straight away, or you're driving and thinking like random things. Then you sit to work, but you are distracted. And it's like we are living, but we are not choosing. So it's very, very nice when you have the ability to break those patterns, and when you just come to yourself and be fully aware, based in the attention, based that in that you claim your attention back. And yeah, keeping things simple and practical, because sometimes talking about meditation we start to be very abstract sometimes. Um, for me, meditation is just training your attention. I sit, breathe, and observe, and it's very effective. It's just something, it's a habit, it's a good habit, it's a nice practice that help you to notice your attention and bring it back. It's like you don't react automatically anymore. It's a very powerful tool. And yeah, I'm in a process right now of building or executing what I call the freedom mission. And it's a system that I am performing to slowly getting more levels of freedom in my life. Freedom like financial freedom, freedom of time, to have more time to do the things I really like. And I start to organize my life. I start to organize my time, my priorities. And I realize freedom is something that you can build. Like freedom is not just a dream, it's a system that you can build when you claim your attention, when you are aware. So then, yeah, I feel like the real life impact. And when, as I told you before, I just start to be less reactive, more focused, when I got more clarity, when I start to do better decisions. And yeah, sometimes, and the key idea here is like small changes then brings like a big direction to your life, like a new direction to your life. And remember, where your attention goes, your life goes. And yeah, and I start to share this content with you because I'm not fully aware yet. I'm not fully free yet, but I'm in the process of building it, and I want to share it with more people because I think um, it's something that more people is keen on, and it's something that some people wants to check with other ones and share knowledge and practices and different sort of things that can help us to have a better life. I also want to check this video in few years and see the changes in everything. Like maybe you start in the same way. I'm just starting this project, and I got few episodes. I've been doing some meditation practices and also offering some workshops. And yeah, I just want to continue getting better in life, in sharing some practices with more people. Um, and the invitation pretty much is just to notice your attention and to bring it back. That's pretty much everything from today. I really appreciate it, guys, that you shared this time with you. Also, understanding that English is my second language, so I'm trying to improve as well. And yeah, I wish you all the best and see you in the next episode. Thank you so much. This is Cesar, the OB, in another episode of The Older Brother. Thank you.